boys and girls, here's what she is, okay? I think you've done seen that. Well, I want to look at it, okay? I mean, it's all there is to it. I want to look at this engine. I actually want to look at it, so we're going to pop these 4 lag bolts out of the crate so we can lift the top off of the crate and take a gander at it. And then we're going to put it on a industrial off-road buggy, as I like to call it. Basically a big hand truck, and roll her down to the garage and put her up. At least until I decide exactly what in the heck I want to do with it. Yep. I'm not sure if it's going in the truck or if it's just going on the shelf. I'm not sure. We're going to find out. I'm still debating on whether to go with 427 or to go with this. This right here is just a direct swap. I can do this swap in, I don't know, 3 hours probably max. I can have the engine that's in it out and this one in it and running in about 3 hours. I mean, this engine here is pretty well complete, as you'll see here in a minute. Just needs flywheel, harmonic balancer, water pump, brackets, intake, carburetor, and distributor. That's it. And this engine should actually be sitting on TDC too, straight out of the box. Not sure, but it should be. They usually are. But if not, it's easy to find. Especially with an engine that ain't got an intake on it, or with valve covers off. This one's got valve covers on it, which I may have a big hefty dent in one of them. I dropped my hook on my cable on the wrecker down on it. It went clunk. We'll see. A lot of trouble just to take a look at an engine, ain't it? But there's one thing about it, I could have butchered this crate, destroyed the crate, or I can keep the crate intact. Makes a heck of a lot more sense just to take the 4 bolts out and keep the crate intact. Well, I can put it back together. Well, it looks like somebody's done. Well, somebody probably tried to pick it up. I don't know what the deal is, but anyway, I'm gonna get the top off this crate and turn the camera back on. Alright, this paperwork, as you pretty well know, is nothing. I pulled it off there the other night, and it's just miscellaneous crap, basically, that come with the engine. Well, we got the top of the crate off. We got her uncrated. So the next step is pretty much going to be to get a drink of, wait a minute, you're going to love this. Honcho in Mexico. Wait a minute. Honcho in Mexico. All I'm going to say is it's a damn good thing I don't own a Nova. Because if we was in Mexico, it'd mean no go. Wouldn't sell too well. Yep. But anyway, you just want to know what's in the bag? What's in the bag? What's in the bag? I had to get the drink of that Pepsi that I used for a prop there. Well, anyway, we've got a rubber band on this bag. Looks like it actually comes with an extra bag, which is nice of them. Let's get this rubber band off. I'm going to put this back because just facts of life. We're not installing this engine. Well, anyway, I'm gonna get this thing peeled down and then I'll show it to you. It'll be easier that way. Okay, we've got the armor papering off, which is basically like a waxed, greased paper. It's an anti-rust paper and it's real thick. It's a craft paper. We got it off. Got the extra engine baggie it came with. I may just go buy a stand specifically for this engine. One thing that these do not come with is what they call an oil filter adapter. Yep, it's plugged off with a piece of plug here, and it does not have the oil filter adapter. It is MIA. Does not come with it. I guess they assume that if you're going to use this engine that you would have it. Good Lord of mercy, here's a funky looking bug. I think that little bastard come from Mexico. Kill it, kill it. I don't know what it was, but I don't want it eating me. Anyway, put this little paper cup back in there. You're plugged off, all your ports are plugged on this engine. Everything's plugged before it's painted. You've got little pasteboard ones in spark plug holes, and you've got rubber plastic ones in there. It tells you to use 1030 motor oil. And the gasket was attached to the paint. It's put on when it's wet. And it, of course, I really don't know if you can see that like I can. Can you read right down in there? It says, Honcho in Mexico. I'm hoping that maybe, just maybe, that is picking up. There you go. The heads, it's stamped, made in Mexico. I mean, they're made in Mexico. Has to do with emission laws. Which I want to get a little further around this engine, I'll show you that. But everything's all plugged up. Baffled oil cover, or valve cover. Motor. As we all know, this is not a motor, this is an engine. HO4 it says. Right here, here's the little tricky thing. Temporary emissions exemption, General Motors LLC. This partially complete engine assembly was produced by General Motors for a secondary manufacturer for final completion and usage in non-road or on-road application. This engine is not yet in its certified configuration and is exempt from emission standards and related requirements under the applicable provisions, blah blah big crap, whatever. Failure to complete the engine into its certified configuration is a violation of federal law subject to civil penalty. For certifying engine manufacturer, refer to the shipping bill of lading. This label is to be removed by the secondary manufacturer prior to sale to the final customer. Basically what that's saying is, we sent you a motor, you do whatever the heck you want to with it, and then after that it's no longer our problem. It does have manual fuel pump. Notice the block does not have the pump rod bolt installed. If you do not install that bolt, that short bolt cap screw, you will have oil shooting out the front of your engine. Yeah. Plugged off, no harmonic balancer, rubber plug. Got the timing chain cover. Let's a little bit of dewy there. Let's see what it actually comes with in the lifter valley. These are hot run. There's your oil that's almost turned to friggin' grease. And it comes with a bag. It says HO4, and it comes with, I don't know what oh, those are your dowels for your, no? Those ain't what those are, too small for that. I really don't know what the hell those are. Those little buttons. I'm thinking. I should know what they are, but for some reason I'm drawing a blank. And you've got two timing tabs. Yep. Not real sure why you'd have two. They're a little different, yes. Well, one of them goes through 12 degrees advance, and one of them, or before, and one of them goes to 16 before. I guess just different applications where you set the timing. But anyway, she is brand spanking new. Looks pretty good. Of course, these aren't roller motors. The ports, intake ports and stuff don't even look too bad on these. They're pretty slick. I mean, it's a good looking engine. I mean, if it's brand new, it ought to be. It ought to look good. Let's see. I know that's how it was in there. Like, yeah, it just sets in there. But that's the engine. There's the numbers on it. On the side of the oil pan, HO4, of course it's got an oil pan on it. Does not come with a dipstick. Got a rubber plug in it. Does have the core plugs in it. All those. I'm just kind of doing an investigation. I've uncrated a good wrench motor years and years ago. Honcho in Mexico. You didn't see anything that I don't see? GM12. That is a cast crank. It's set up for straight drive already. It's got a pilot bushing in it. Huh. Kind of funny. You'd think that it would come without that. I don't know. I may put it in there. This may go in Mater. This may very well go in Mater. Just because it's here and it has the cool factor of free. Nada, zip, zilch, nothing, free. But anyway, it's a 290 horse, supposed to be a 290 horse, 350, 4-bolt main. So anyway, there's the motor. Now you're just going to wait and see what in the world I do with it. See y'all.